I actually have a question about that. Let's say Phoenix, makes it to the next leg of the playoffs. Do you really think that if with all this success that they would be able to stay in Phoenix, or do you think that they will move anyway?
I got a feeling they're going to move anyway, because if you look at how successful the Winnipeg move's been, they'd be stupid not to move teams, at least, if not back to Canada, then fucking close to Canada, because if you're not... I mean, it works both ways, I suppose. Because if Phoenix have a really good Stanley Cup run, it's probably going to revitalise the fans there, so that you're probably going to fill the arena again.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not really a guarantee.
Are you going to fill that arena next year if they're not contending? Exactly. Are you going to fill it the year after? Whereas if you send it to Canada, you're going to get 5 years of season ticket sales.
I'd move it to Quebec.
Yeah.
Quebec City. Bring back the Nordics. Put them there. Or maybe Seattle, somewhere like that.
See, here's another question I have. So Canada, they want hockey. They want hockey bad.
Yeah.
Why are these teams that were once there? Why have they moved? That's my big question. There was a team in Winnipeg. They moved it because clearly it wasn't successful. And then now they want it back. So it's come back. Quebec City had a team, wasn't successful. They moved it. Now they want to move it back. I don't understand why there's so much.
I think it was a case of the size of the markets.
Right.
Because my understanding, and I don't know a great deal about it, is that the arenas were never particularly massive there.
Okay.
Just like the Winnipeg arena's not particularly big, holds about 14,000, which isn't a great size really. Yeah. Toronto will hold 18,000. That's pretty much NHL standard. So they haven't got the size of arenas and the breadth of facilities in these sort of smaller towns like. Winnipeg's not that small.
They would
really,
basically somebody would have sat down and gone, hey, if you move this to Phoenix, they've got a population of 3.4 million people within this area, and in Winnipeg you've got a population of 1.1 million. So these 3.4 million people will be more likely to buy shirts, so let's move it there. Oh, that's right, we're in the middle of a desert. They all live here because they don't like the cold.
And Phoenix, and Phoenix as a city, or Glendale, Arizona, wherever they are based, is going to look and say, well, we want a sports franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have to do to attract a sports franchise? If that's only got a 10,000 seat arena and we can provide a 15, 16, 17,000 seat arena and shitloads of cash, then fucking move them over here. It will have been a business decision at the end of the day.
Fair, but it's hockey in the deserts.
But when they were moved, the NHL was probably a lot hotter. I say hotter. You're talking sort of 80s, 90s when a lot of these teams moved, so it was all that sort of old school. Era. Yeah, the Gretzky era. Gretzky had moved to LA, moved to New York and things, so there was a big American following, and they were trying to build the game in the States. They thought build the game in the States meant make more fucking teams there, when in reality everyone was just going to see the same teams. New York Rangers have always been supported, but Tampa Bay Lightning never been particularly fucking hot.
Even Florida Panthers really. Even.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're still going to see them move because they're currently under the ownership of the NHL. That's not going to last.
Yeah.
Glendale, Arizona probably won't up any kind of offer in terms of keeping them there. You'd have to have some local businessman who's not going to do that at this stage. I think Canada's going to have a big push for it. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes in the off-season, especially considering you've got the supposed realignment of the league. And you've got a new collective bargaining agreement which may stall the fucking start of the season, because I